Here's a brief but annoying message to let you know that you could have first heard this episode 9 months ago if you were a subscriber to our Iron Filing Society Patreon offering.
For the price of a pint and a St Clement's each month, you can get up to 4 episodes a week, 9 months before the rest of the world gets them. Early access to regular episodes, lots of other marvellous benefits, and there's absolutely no adverts or brief but annoying messages like this that will get right on your ticks.
Find out more and subscribe now at tftimemachine.com/ironfilings.
Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go, this is it!
This is Top Flight Machine. I am Andy Hotbody Dawson. Pow, pow, pow.
I am Sam Nifty Delaney, so what?
Yeah, welcome along. It's another Top Flight Tune Machine. It's the episode where we go through the top 40 of a certain week, randomly chosen for us by the random pop blob, which resides in the corner of my bedroom. I always look across at it when I talk about it, just to check that it's all right. It's sleeping.
How does it look? I imagine its facial expression is always quite glum.
The mouth's always downturned.
Do you think it misses its family, its blob family?
I don't think it remembers its family. I don't think it's sentient enough,
right,
to know about family. It doesn't regard itself as part of my family, I don't think.
The thing is about those blobs, those pop blobs, is you have to be sure when you get it that it's no younger than 6 weeks, because it has to spend 6 weeks with its blob mother.
Yeah, otherwise they just shriek all the time.
If not, it doesn't develop properly, and it can't give out the proper random pop charts. Yeah. It gets malfunctioned.
Not speaking about blobs, but regarding dogs, I think that's what happened with Oscar. Because we didn't get Oscar
from its mother's,
he was a year old.
From its mother's bosom, untimely ripped.
Oscar is so fucking clingy and needy that I think he may have been dispatched earlier than he should have been.
Yeah,
we'll never know.
That was definitely the case with Nelson. Nelson was very clingy and needy, and it was know that like he came into our possession far too young.
Outside a tube station.
Outside Hammersmith Station, just handed to me in the rain. Yeah. What was I supposed to do? I couldn't say, no, too little, I don't want it. I had to take him. Once I saw him, I wanted him. Yeah. I thought they might get rid of him if not.
The blob sees me as more of a captor than a father, I think.
That's what I was sort of getting at. I didn't like to say it out loud, but I was thinking that's maybe why it's sad.
It doesn't know that there's a better world out there, because I've never shown it. It's just
no offence, but you're sounding slightly fritzily right now.
Well, you know what? Its consciousness is incredibly limited. All it does is just gives out a random week in history. That's all it's capable of doing. It can't do anything else.
It might have had the capacity to do more if you'd allowed it to get a proper education.
Instead
of keeping it locked up and just watering it once in a while.
Well, I got it out once. I threw a stick for it and it didn't go for the stick.
It just looked at you and went, 5th of March, 1982.
Exactly.
And you're like, never mind that, you cunt. Get that stick.
The stick. Trying to develop your ear. But no, it doesn't. It's not interested in anything other than spouting out random years. It's awake now. Shall I get it to
go on, give it a poke.
For us?
Give it a poke.
Right. Okay. Random blob. Use your gob. Tell us how to do our job. 7th of June, 1970.
Oh, 1970. I was expecting him to add a number onto the end there.
I thought a second
1970. That's as early as he can go, because you've only got him programmed from 70 to 99. Is that right?
To 2000. To the end of 2000.
Okay.
So it's gone right back to its roots, if you like, there. And it's randomly chosen 7th of June 1970. So we've got a top 40 to go through then. This is well before either of us were born.
Yeah.
But of course, musical history is something we're very, very keen on. So there'll be stuff in this that we know and we're aware of. There'll be stuff in here we've never heard of.
Yeah.
But we'll go through the top 40
we will quite simply do our best. FYI, we are recording this at the fag end of Friday afternoon.
It's 5:20 on Friday afternoon.
Our energy levels are low. But let's see how we get on.
We've just watched some tremendous World Cup football.
Drama.
Just watched Uruguay and Ghana both being dumped out.
Shame to see Uruguay go, though, isn't it? They're everyone's second team. They're certainly the thinking man's second team.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's terrible to see Suarez in tears on the bench there.
Well, with their shenanigans, you want them to stay in for as long as possible, reaping havoc and mayhem in every game they take part in.
Yeah, but we've got South Korea. They've gone through. They seem like
good.
fun.
South Korea and Japan both been very good surprise teams.
Revelation. Yeah.
They have. Well, they were both good in 2002, particularly South Korea, weren't they? But
yeah.
Now they're back.
Of course, there was a rumour that South Korea had been furnished with a route to the semi-finals, but there's no way of proving
back
that.
then? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah.
That's just jealousy, isn't it, from the West?
It is, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, right. So
as Michael Jackson used to always say, "That's just ignorant." He used to always say that, didn't he? That's just ignorant. Oprah would go, "So, what do you think when people say you're a massive, rampant paedophile? That's just ignorant. People say you bleach your skin. That's just ignorant."
Would it be right for us to do a series of T-shirts with Michael Jackson on saying "That's just ignorant"?
That's just
or would that be wrong?
Yeah, that'd be a really great idea.
That would probably be wrong. Right. Okay, so, the chart. Where is it? It's in front of me on the screen. Here we go, from number 40. All right, here we go with the top 40 from the 7th of June, 1970. Down 14 places at number 40, it's the Hollies with "I Can't Tell the Bottom from the Top." Well, I'll tell you what, guys, you don't want to get yourselves involved with a lady then, because she's going to be very confused and offended.
Well, my, let's call her lady friend, that I've been seeing quite a lot of since the divorce, she insists on doing it in the dark. So very often I do find myself in a situation where I'm somewhat disorientated and muddle up the bottom from the top and vice versa. And she's not always happy about it, mate. But I say, this is what happens if you keep the lights out.
Do you need to ask her for guidance about where you are and what you're doing?
Yeah, I ask her to navigate me through it, but she says that kills the mood. You can't keep some people happy, whatever you do. You're damned if you do, damned if you don't. I just stick it wherever I am and hope for the best. But I tell her, with my marriage, there was a lot of things wrong with it. But one thing that was absolutely right is that we only ever had sex in broad daylight. That way we both knew where we stood.
Just during the hours of 9 a.m. and 3 p.m.
And
no
I would never...
artificial lighting at all.
I would never, ever let my wife shut her eyes during sex for fear that she may be imagining another man.
And the curtains are always wide open, and once or twice the window cleaner got an eyeful, I believe.
Yeah, well, that only added to the thrill as far as I'm concerned.
You got an extra tip at Christmas.
I think she may actually have now hitched up with that particular window cleaner, but that's another story. At number 39, it's Engelbert Humperdinck with My Marie.
Wasn't your wife called Marie?
That's right, but I'm pretty sure he's not singing about her. Engelbert, I consider him a close personal friend. I don't believe he surely would have gone that way.
No, I'm pretty sure Engelbert's a straight down the line kind of guy, and he absolutely would not be giving it to your wife behind your back when you're on the road show during the summer.
And then writing a bloody pop hit about it that he knew I'd be obliged to read out on my pop show.
Feels a little bit in plain sight, if you ask me. But then again, maybe that's the best way to get away with it. I wouldn't know.
That's the MO of a lot of these entertainers.
Maybe next time I see Marie, I'll ask her on your behalf. Maybe, no, I've got no plans to see Marie.
There's no way you'd be seeing her, surely, mate.
No, of course not. I don't know why I said that. That's ridiculous. On with the chart. Up 2 places at number 38, it's Mary Hopkin. Mary is not Marie. Mary is Mary. And she's singing Knock Knock, Who's There? Let's focus on Mary Hopkin for a while.
Knock Knock, Who's There? Well, I'll tell you this much. It better not be you, mate, or Engelbert. And certainly not the pair of you together.
Well, it's Mary Hopkin and not your ex-wife Marie, so I don't know why you're getting confused.
37, down 2 places, it's Richard Barnes with Take to the Mountains. Good advice.
Good advice. I would go mountain climbing, but I've got a bit of a dodgy ankle.
I'd happily integrate with the mountain people, who are great people with a wonderfully flamboyant sense of dress wherever you go in the world. Mountain people are always dressed well.
A lot of them in Wales, I believe.
Yeah.
In at number 36, it's Nicky Thomas with Love of the Common People. Good to see the poor getting a song about having some love there for a change.
I often wonder, though, can the poor really feel love? I'm not convinced.
I think they just mainly feel shame.
Yeah, just shame, and rightly so. Get a job, work
sadness.
harder. Number 35, up 3 places. It's Tony Joe White with Groupie Gal. No comment, hey, mate.
That's a song that's going to ring throughout the ages. That's a timeless classic. I'm sure that'll never get cancelled. Down 1 place at number 34, Creedence Clearwater Revival are singing about a travelling band, but they've missed the G off of travelling, and they're very, very close to a ban, let me tell you that.
It's not only that they left the G off, mate, they've replaced it with an apostrophe. Further attempted Americanisation of the Queen's English. It will not stand.
What the hell? I'm going to ban it. Creedence Clearwater Revival, stand well back. I ban thee.
Well done, mate. Number
Thanks.
33, up a whopping 13 places. It's the Ides of March with Vehicle.
I've got no idea what the fuck that is.
I'll tell you what, though, it sounds like a great name for a song because vehicles are sexy, aren't they, in all their shapes and forms.
It's a great name for a song, and it's a great name for a band, and I think I need to explore it a little bit further. Maybe after we've done this chart. Okay, but let's move on then. And at number 32, down 11 places, it's Johnny Cash, a man who hangs around a lot with prisoners. And that's probably what's prompted this new song. It's called What is Truth? Well, you're not going to learn truth out of prisoners, Johnny. They lie and lie and lie about the crimes they have committed.
And that's why we need to keep them under lock and key. And if you ask me, they don't deserve the privilege of first-class rock and roll. If it was up to me, we'd clean those prisons out by having them all executed, or at least, at the very least, chemically castrated. As you know, gentleman scratched my car last year. Scratched my car as a young hoodlum. Scratched it one night outside a public house with a key. We found the culprit. He was arrested, and I have been lobbying my local MP to see to it that he is chemically castrated for that crime. However, all he's been given thus far is a fine, which I think is shocking. Number 31, it's Do the Funky Chicken by Rufus Thomas. No thanks, mate.
No, I'm a grown man. I will not be doing the funky chicken, as you call it, whatever the hell it is.
I won't be doing anything funky, thanks very much. I'm English. I'm proud of it too.
At number 30, down 7 places, it's Julie Felix with If I Could, El Condor Pasa, which, of course, is a Simon & Garfunkel song. Julie Felix, of course, being a woman, and therefore unable to write her own material.
Me and my wife had a wonderful fortnight in Mallorca last year, and I believe I tried a dish called El Condor Pasa, which was a sort of a spicy sausage, tomato and white bean stew. Popular with the locals. I found it repellent. I sent it back and just ordered a basket of bread and butter. So, word of warning, if you are abroad this summer, avoid the El Condor Pasa. It's disgusting.
It's becoming an increasingly popular destination, isn't it, abroad?
Yeah, I went there once. I tried it because I'm an open-minded kind of guy. Didn't mind it, but can't say I'll be going back in a hurry.
I've been asking around the office, where are you going on your holidays this year? And I would say about 60% are saying abroad.
Pathetic. There's perfectly good destinations such as Rhyl and the wonderful Devon Coast. Number 29, down 2 places.
And if you like something a bit earthier, don't forget Blackpool.
For the commoners, of course, with their sense of shame. Maybe a small amount of relief from their sadness and shame for one
love
sweet
of the common
week.
Holiday.
Although, how on earth they can afford that? They're always claiming poverty, but they can bloody afford to take their 18 screaming kids to Blackpool every year and spend the whole day in the arcades and on the flaming roller coasters, stuffing their grubby faces with candy floss. 29.
Great to see them. Always great to see them on the road show, though, when we get up there.
yeah. Make sure you come along.
As long as they keep the distance.
All commoners welcome. Don't touch us, though.
We'll get 1 or 2 of you on stage to join in the fun, but only if you're not wearing a bra.
At 29, down 2 places, it's All Kinds of Everything by Dana.
Lovely Irish lady there. Very sweet, very innocent.
Proving that not all of them are terror threats.
That's true. I had a dream about Dana recently, and I'm not allowed to talk about it on this broadcast. Up 2 places at number 28, it's The Guess Who. Well, I'm not prepared to guess who, just tell us your fucking name. They're singing American Woman / No Sugar Tonight. More of Edward Heath's cuts taking effect there.
Yeah,
no sugar.
Absolutely. That bloody dozy bastard's put VAT on sugar now, which I consider an inalienable human right. I have it on my Frosties every day. And I know what you're going to say. Frosties come pre-sugared. Yeah, well, I like to put extra sugar on top.
Not enough.
And no fucking politician, either Labour, Conservative, Lib Dem or anything else, is going to stop me doing it. I am a free man.
This bloody common market we're supposed to be entering in a couple of years, they'll put a stop to all that, and everything will be sugar-free, bland, tasting of cardboard, the tap water will be brown, and we'll be living in fucking holes in the ground, or in the mountains.
Have you seen what they eat for fucking pudding abroad on the continent?
No?
For breakfast, sorry. They eat rice pudding for breakfast and a hard-boiled egg, cold, together. It's fucking disgusting, and I want no part of it. Give me Frosties with extra sugar any day of the week.
And a piece of ham that's so fucking chewy you can't eat it.
And it's not even made of a pig. It's made of a fucking pony or a donkey or a fucking mountain lion. Right.
Fucking tomcat.
27, all right now, claimed free. Well, freedom is something that we're obviously lacking, especially when it comes to breakfast options in this once great nation.
Down 4 places at number 26. It's the king of rock and roll, still rocking on. Elvis Presley, and he's singing about Kentucky Rain. Wow. I've never been to Kentucky, but I can just imagine it there, raining. And,
sounds like it could be one of those sexual euphemisms, though, mate.
You think it's something to do with piss?
I don't know. Some women like you to wee on them, and some men like the woman to wee onto them, you see.
Yeah, I get it.
Not my cup of tea, personally, but each
obviously
their own.
Something that Elvis is into.
Well, you know, some of these, he's from mountain folk stock, I believe.
He is.
25, down 6 places. White Plains with I've Got You on My Mind. But who? They won't say.
Maybe we'll find out in the follow-up single.
Jalapeño. Jalapeño.
Up 7 places at number 24. It's all in the game, say the Four Tops. But again, they don't say which game or what indeed is in fact in it.
Could be Kaplunk, could be Operation, could be Hoopla. Nobody knows. Number 23, up 11 places. I Will Survive, claim arrival. It's exactly what I said when my wife left me. And I felt I was going to survive for the first couple of months until I found out that she'd carried on with various other local men, and I had a complete breakdown. So don't be so confident that survival is always going to be as easy as you predict.
Sometimes there's just no answer.
I turned up at the fucking corner shop to buy a box of PG chips in my dressing gown. I hadn't shaved in 8 weeks, and my fucking cock and balls were hanging out for everyone to see. I'm not allowed to go back there now. Even if I need to buy a newspaper, I need to get in the car and drive to the local B-Jams.
Sometimes you just need to have a complete and total, utter psychological shutdown in order to bounce back.
You need to completely dismantle your whole mind and soul and then rebuild it piece by piece.
Like a pile of stickle bricks. Up 2 places at number 22. Herman's Hermits say, Bet Your Life I Do. Once again, they're dropping hints left, right and centre, but we don't know what they're talking about. Maybe the full details are in the lyrics. I'm not prepared to listen to it and find out, though.
Pop stars.
Hermits go fuck themselves.
Pop stars, be more explicit in your song titles or fuck off out of our chart. And that's right, it is our chart. It's our real
British
estate.
charts.
And you are temporary tenants. If we put the rent up and you can't afford it, you can get out. Status Quo are at 21. As far as I'm concerned, they can stay. Even if they are late with the rent, they've got special status. They, with their new song, which is wonderful, Down the Dust Pipe. Straightforward, easy to understand. They're talking about something going down the dust pipe.
Yep, no messing about. Not sure what a dust pipe is, but I like it.
Sounds wonderful.
Going down
sounds
it, that's
practical.
all I know.
Sounds just like the sort of thing you'd expect Francis and the lads to be using on a daily basis.
Yeah, very, very good. Up 17 places at number 20, it's Britain's Elvis Presley. It's none other than Cliff Richard. He's singing Goodbye Sam, Hello Samantha. And I believe that's something that's going on increasingly in the world these days as
I'm a big fan of Cliff's
blur.
generally. I do not like the sound of this song title, but because of a personal friendship I have with Cliff, I'd rather just skip over it rather than get into the details of my various concerns. 19.
Do you have background information on it that you're not prepared to share?
It's hinting at things that I've heard whispers of and I'd rather not dwell upon. Number 19, down 3 places. It's Frigid Pink. With House of the Rising Sun. I believe frigid is a modern world, meaning a lady who, or indeed a man, but from my experience, it's ordinarily the woman who cannot become moistened and aroused in at the prospect of Congress.
In the sexual arena.
Yeah. Terrible thing.
That's something that doesn't apply to either of us. We are very much men's men.
Putting it out there. We
can get it up
in
at
moments.
the drop of a hat.
Moment's notice. No problem at all. Anywhere, anytime. Just like
Obviously
Campari. No, Martini.
Obviously not when we're broadcasting with each other like right now, because we're professionals.
And we're meant together in a room. There's no way I would ever become erect in the presence of a colleague, a male colleague. A woman colleague? Certainly, it's a possibility.
Absolutely.
It's happened many times.
Within seconds.
Yeah. And let me tell you, I've never had complaints from them either. I give them a pat on the bum, say, take a look at that, sweetheart. They have a little giggle, and we move on with the working day.
I'm satisfied, she's satisfied, everyone's happy.
It lightens the mood.
It's welcome to the 1970s. That's what I say. Where are we? Yeah, down 3 places at number 18, it's The Move. And their song is called Brontosaurus. How about that? Probably a nursery rhyme or some such about a dinosaur.
Well,
Good
dinosaur,
stuff.
something which I happen to believe, thanks to my Anglican training, to be completely fictitious. At number 17, Don't You Know, say Butterscotch. My brother is allergic to butterscotch. We often have planted it in his box of sweets, made it masquerade as a toffee or an innocent piece of Devon fudge.
Wonderful.
He eats it and he comes out in hives and struggles to breathe. We had him when we were kids in A&E like nobody's business. Almost died several occasions. Great fun.
Wonderful stuff. Practical jokes, of course, are marvellous.
They're marvellous.
We all love them.
Just don't let the PC Brigade drive them out of British society, because they're part of the fabric of family life.
Yep, your brother's, is it a phobia? An allergy. Your brother's allergy is his problem. His problem to navigate. And if you want to enjoy yourself by sticking it in his mouth, well, he's going to deal with it.
We taught him a lot. We taught him a lot about life, and we taught him a lot about a word that I like to use called resilience, which means fucking keeping your shit together when someone's fucked you over.
Yeah.
Now, on the 3rd occasion we fed him butterscotch, his breathing became so difficult that he lapsed into a coma. And although they did revive him after a couple of weeks, there had been irreparable damage done to his brain. Now he cannot really speak like you or I. He can never be a professional broadcaster like me, for instance. And I'm sure that's very painful for him. But it was his problem. He shouldn't have been allergic to butterscotch.
Exactly. What doesn't kill you will only make you stronger. That's
and
what they all
also
say.
give you a severe speech impediment and brain damage.
Well, that as well. Get a load of this. I heard recently a friend of mine went abroad on holiday, and on the aeroplane they gave an announcement out of the tannoy at the beginning and said that all butterscotch consumption was banned during the flight because there was a butterscotch allergist
My God.
alive on the plane.
My
Disgraceful.
God.
Why should we all have to suffer because of the weak
because
who
of
cannot handle their butterscotch?
One weakling. I said to my brother, it's a shame you came out of that coma unable to speak, because I've heard of people coming out of comas suddenly able to speak Japanese or play golf to a professional standard, off scratch, mind you.
Incredible stuff. We're trying to do him a favour.
I said, why couldn't you have come out of your coma like that? You haven't got any skills. You just drone it on. You're dribbling out of the corner of your mouth. You're a shambles. It's the worst coma response I've ever seen. You're a wimp and a weakling, and you don't deserve to fly abroad on a plane.
Well, at least he's probably not capable of flying abroad anymore, so that's a good thing for the rest of us. Happy ending, I suppose. Down 11 places at number 16, it's Tom Jones, and he's singing about a daughter of darkness. That sounds like the kind of woman you want to be very careful with.
Yeah.
Handle with kid gloves, if you know what I mean.
Sort of woman where you don't know whether it's the top or the bottom. Number 15, down 6 places, it's Norman Greenbaum, the man with the least pop star sounding name in the whole of British chart history, with Spirit in the Sky. That's more like it. Forget the dinosaurs, it's the fucking Spirit in the Sky we should be worshipping.
It's the big man upstairs. Great stuff.
The only guy I answer to, and the only judge in the land who gets to tell me what I can and can't have for breakfast.
While we're getting biblical, let's look at number 14. It's Marvin Gaye with Abraham, Martin and John, 3 of my favourite Bible characters there in the same song.
Great lads, all 3 of them. Number 13, up 4 places, it's the Fleetwood Macs with the Green Manalishi, brackets, the Two-Pronged Crown. That, to me, that song title's way too long, mate. It's pretentious and it's showing off.
It's also what I like to call drug music.
It's drug music of the highest order.
I won't be playing that on my show at all during its duration.
I know you've already banned one song this week. I would put this one on notice that a banning could be forthcoming next week. Is that fair to say?
I've made a note. Yep, I'll ban it next week. Not a problem.
Unless it does the decent thing and falls out of the chart completely
straight out of the 40.
between now and then. At number 12, down 1 place, it's Roger Whittaker with I Don't Believe in If Anymore. Quite right. I don't believe in it either. I like facts. I don't like uncertainty. And the word if represents a big red flag to me.
Up 40 places at number 11 is Jerry Monroe and a song called Sally. Isn't your new lady friend also called Sally, mate?
She is, mate, but she prefers me not to reveal her name on air. It must be a different Sally. She's never mentioned a guy called Jerry.
She's not a friend of Jerry Monroe or even a lover of Jerry Monroe.
No. She said she had a boyfriend once called Steve, but there's been no mention of Jerry. However, she has stopped answering her phone on Sunday afternoons and has as yet not offered an explanation as to why. So perhaps I'll do some digging on that, mate.
She's probably just letting it ring and letting you prepare for your chart rundown on a Sunday tea time. That's probably what that is. Don't worry about it too much.
I'll try not to. At number 10, down 2 places, it's ABC by the marvellously entertaining Jackson 5. What a great bunch of young lads. And
wonderful.
I'd just like to say as well that the fact that they are black lads is absolutely no problem with me whatsoever.
Absolutely.
Let's have that on record.
More of that kind of thing, and especially those wonderful hairstyles. Very elaborate, very entertaining, and they're such great movers as well.
Oh, very rhythmic.
Such great movers. Down 3 places at number 9, it's Ray Stevens, with an even less chart-friendly name than Norman Greenbaum, I'd say. He sounds like someone who operates out of a yard with a van.
He sounds like a gravel contractor.
Incredibly, in spite of his humble background, he says that everything is beautiful.
Well,
I suppose it is when you're living amongst the dirt.
One man's gravel is another man's diamonds.
Gold.
Number 8, up 2 places, it's the Supremes with Up the Ladder to the Roof. And I tell you what, they're going up the ladder to the roof as well.
That's the kind of thing that Ray Stevens will probably be singing.
Yeah.
He goes up there and gives you a free estimate.
On your guttering. Which he's diversified into. I do gravel and guttering now. All the G's. That would be his pitch.
I'd certainly like to be down on the ground holding the ladder as the Supremes ascended it. If you know what I mean.
Getting a right good look up their skirts.
Bloody good eyeful.
Do you think Diana Ross wears knickers? Indeed, is she still in the Supremes at this stage?
It doesn't matter because they're all great.
Right.
I don't know about
what you're saying is you'd catch an eye full of any of their fannies. Diana or any of the other lads.
I sent Diana a letter regarding the knickers issue a while ago, but still haven't received a reply.
Diana, it's me.
Off on tour or something.
Top UK chart pop master, Andy Dawson. I have a simple question for you, and you can reply because I know you're busy with a yes or a no. Simple as that. Do you wear knickers?
I've enclosed a stamped addressed envelope for ease of reply. Also, it is large enough to enclose a pair of said nickels if you do indeed wear them. No rush.
Indeed, a
No
photograph of your Nicholas arse. Send it to Andy Dawson, CO, the BBC, Wood Lane, London.
A photograph or even a drawing. A drawing will suffice, Ms. Ross.
Get one of the other lasses in your act to draw your ass for me. In crayon or charcoal. Couldn't give a fuck.
On 5 places at number 7, it's those Beach Boys with Cotton Fields. They've retreated from the beach and have grown their hair. And they look as if they smell a bit these days, but they're still in the charts, incredibly.
Bit worried that they could be veering into the realms of drug music. We'll keep a close eye on them.
And drug tablet use.
Down 3 places at number 6, it's those Moody Blues with Question. What question? Again, they don't elaborate. And I tell you what else I don't like about this, mate. They haven't used a question mark.
They're just saying question. Are they saying we should question more things? What are they saying?
I think they've got to make their minds up and make themselves clear. If not, they're running into trouble with us. They've had their time in the charts as it is.
Yeah,
this is the 70s now. Get out of the chart and make room for the new blood.
It's gone down the charts this week, so it's on its way out. Let's not trouble ourselves with it too much. Also going down, one place at number 5 is Glenn Campbell and Honey Come Back. I don't know whether that's a reference to a lady or a reference to the sugar shortage that's going on in the USA.
His favourite breakfast snack. I believe that's for the old health freaks, isn't it, honey? It's a hippie alternative to lemon curd, as far as I understand it. I won't touch the stuff. Comes out of a fucking bee's arse.
They have it in the USA on what they call pancakes.
Disgusting.
But they don't actually look like pancakes. They're very fat, small. Stupid
Number
country.
4, up 3 places. It's someone called himself Mr. Blow, spelt BLOE, with grooving with Mr. Blow. There's something about this that I don't approve of, but I can't quite put my finger on why.
Okay. Down one place at number 3 is the England World Cup squad with Back Home. I know nothing about football, but I know that they've done really well this time around in the World Championships. And apart from one of them being arrested for stealing some jewellery, the whole thing was a raging success, and they've brought it back home again as they sing in the title. Well done, England.
England are once again, for, I believe, the 12th time running, the world champions of soccer, and more power to them. It's a thugs game played by awful men, but anything that makes the Queen raise a smile is good by me. Number 2, down 1 place, it's Christie with Yellow River, another urine reference there. Second one of the chart so far.
Yep, far too much of that going on. And number 1, up 12 places. Unbelievable. Number 1, it's Mungo Jerry with In the Summertime, which is a wonderful song about the summer months and all of the crazy, lovely, brilliant things you can get up to with a lady when her father's back is turned. Great stuff. Good fun. Top of the charts. There you go. Thank you very much. That's your chart.
God save the fucking Queen.
And the World Cup. There we are. That's it. That's all we've got time for, mate. We're run out of time.
Yeah, fair enough.
We'll
we might follow up on this next time, yeah.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, we will do. We'll get something out of it, I'm sure. Or maybe just read it out again. Thank you very much, and goodbye.
Goodbye.